Mr. Steve Talley. Steve. He began teaching with us in 1983, which is almost 32 years ago. But more incredibly, he began his career as a student from kindergarten through 12th in the San Jacinto Unified School District system, also went on to MSJC. So he's truly a product of our system. Not only did he become a budding artist at age 12, when he was, his mom was out with him, I mean, I'm going to butcher it, but at age 12 he became enamored with some painting, and Joan Valerie, who was actually friends with Marilyn Monroe, I thought that's what you said, with Marilyn Monroe, gave him paint lessons at the age of 12. Do we want to thank her? What's awesome about Stephen, and many of you probably know, he has been battling illness, and so we ask you that you join us in prayer for him. You know, even contacting him, reaching out, thanking him for his legacy, but also that he would just continue to fight the good fight, and he's fighting it. I was talking to him, and he's fighting it, but it really helps when you have friends that care. His mark is large. He has had students win. Multiple students have won congressional art contests, double-digit winners of SoCal Fair, Indio Fair, and local and national art contests. I think one of our winners here today has had a mural they put on, or put together at the Dorothy Chandler event, and that at the LA Music Center of Art.
Thank you. I appreciate seriously, I appreciate the privilege you guys have given me. And it was a hard choice because I've got so many kids that are really good. Bethel's my oldie, and he's been here. He's literally made his millions here in the valley, and doing work, all kinds of work. And if my back was better, I'd be working for him probably, but I can't handle the hours that he does. And he is with Bethel. What an excited kid he was in high school. He just was into doing art as much as he possibly could all the time. And he would literally call people up and said, well, I see the deadline was yesterday. Can I still get one in? He'll put all-nighters in to get his pictures in. I think the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion was that way. I think he did overnight. Won the state contest with the AAA with his nephew, painting a picture of his nephew. His grandmother and nephew also was grandmother or mother? Grandmother. Mom's here, so he went with the in New York City on the New York Times. It said San Jacinto, student of San Jacinto, California, wins again from the art show. It seems so weird to see the front New York Times having a San Jacinto name on the front of it. It was more than rewarding. I'm lucky in that way that I'm really fortunate. Not only do I have good kids, I have kids that are producing and learning and building something that is going to affect their lives for the rest of their life. I had a kid tap me on the shoulder at Stater Brothers right over here, and I remembered him from, he had art one as a senior, star football player. Him and his buddy would plow down anybody in football, and they were kind of known for that. And he goes, hey, Talley, you know what, I've always wanted to thank you. He said, because of you, I got my job. And I said, what's that? And he said, I'm a juvenile delinquent counselor. And I said, well, how'd that happen? He goes, well, I took my Art 1 portfolio, that you know how easy it was for me to do this stuff. Well, everybody was struggling. That was fun for me. And he goes, I did the calligraphy, with the lettering, the stippling, which is just one dot at a time to draw shaded portraits and stuff like that. He had enough repertoire in his portfolio that he could sit down, all kids want to learn how to draw or paint. And he could sit down and say, hey, you want to learn how to do this? He'd show them his artwork, and they'd be blown away by it, and then he would show them how to do it, and they might have to talk while he's doing that. So while they're sitting there doing dots, so how's your life doing? How do you talk to your parents when you're doing that kind of stuff? They would sit and do artwork, and he had an art counseling career, and he only took art one. And it just blew me away when he was sitting there in the grocery line at Staters telling me all this stuff, and I've had a lot since then. This does work. Sorry about that. And Beto, I remember some of the things that I remember. Beto, I had the worst migraine. I've had migraine since preschool, and I had the worst migraine, and he had to go get the duck stamp thing. You had to have original photographs of ducks and paint from those. And he drove me all over the San Jacinto wetlands with a splitting headache, and he'd get so excited. He'd go, hey, there's some ducks, and they'd all fly away. And all his feet would be crunching on all the sticks and stuff, and I say, Beth, you gotta be really quiet and stuff. And I'm sitting there holding my head, and I go, we gotta get a picture as soon as we can. And he goes, there's another one, as he runs over. Sorry, Beth, though, I didn't mean, I know I'm embarrassing you, but, as an adult, those things are, I was too young to say they're cute, but they really are cute when the kids do things that are, and say things and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, he worked hard throughout high school in